Hey everyone, I hope you're having a blessed day. It's Renee from Lovely Lavender Wishes, and I just wanted to show you where you can get material for super cheap. Some of you may be thinking, why do I need material? Like if you're a Bible journaler, a lot of people don't typically use material in your Bible. But let me just show you kind of a few things that I do with material. Let me open them. It's the very first page. Okay, so for example, these little pieces right here on this page, here's some lace on my tags that I use. Here is some tulle, which is a different form of material. I use those for little tags. So lace and tulle, and then these little round pieces I cut out of material. Also, your bows. All these bows that I have made for my Bible journal are all made out of various material pieces that I have found on my hunts, right? And then of course, if you all are junk journalers, you know we use material in tons of stuff. And you can even have material hanging out the side. Like right here, I have lace. I've used feathers in my Bible journaling, but you could also use material for little tabs on the side, tabs on the top, kind of like this. If you want to do tabs like this. This is one of my junk journals. I use material for making boho beads and different beads, for making tassels. I use material for my covers, material to surround pictures, to hang off pages, and for little tabs and what have you. So you're always looking for like little snippets of material for something, but unfortunately material can get very expensive if you go to the material store like a Joann's or something, unless you can find it on clearance. Well, I have a few tips for you to get you looking at things a little bit differently, which some of you already may do. So for today, I went to my thrift store. They have a 50-cent day. They have like an outlet thrift store, which is a 50-cent day. And this is what I scored, just all of this, just today at the 50-cent day. So for example, here is, let me find the top. This is just a tank top. This is just a shirt. Right here, here's the shirt that I found at the thrift store for 50 cents. But look at this gorgeous material. To buy this material in the store for 50 cents, when I cut this shirt open and down the side, I've got a large sheet of material that I could use for covers, for little bling in my Bible, whatever, little pieces. So look at that material. So again, you can't get this in the store for 50 cents for a yard unless you can find it on clearance. So instead, go to the thrift stores, go to garage sales, go to like the Goodwill stores, thrift stores, garage sales, yard sales, what else? Estate sales, or just different things like that. Go to your friends' closets. Now, one other thing we do is we have a clothing exchange day. So at least twice a year, all my friends will go through their closets and they'll pick out shirts, pants, skirts, whatever doesn't fit them, or they're just kind of done with, or just, they've worn it a few times and now they're kind of tired of it. And we'll all bring our clothes and shoes and jewelry and scarves and accessories to my house, and we'll all shop for free. We all just exchange and just have fun. It's like a day of fellowship and a day just to get some new clothes. Well, another thing we do with that is we exchange like material or clothes, and we're like, hey, this doesn't fit me and nobody else wants it, but I love the material, so I'm going to cut it up. So you got to kind of look at things a little differently. Don't look at things like a skirt. For example, this is a skirt. Look at how big this is. Here's the top part of the skirt. It goes all the way down here. It's a long, long skirt. I love this material. And it's got, if you can see close up, it's got this little flower, pattern in the material. So here's the material. You can use this for covers, for tags, for little thing, little whatever. And, these would actually make great bows for the top of your Bible, because I love this crinkly material. I love this. Cut this in strips, make a bow. So a skirt like this, 50 cents, I could probably get at least, that's a yard right there. At least a couple yards out of this. and it would last me a long time. So look at skirts and tops and dresses and stuff in a whole different light. So let me just show you what else I got. This was a scarf, or one of those what are those called, eternity scarves that never end. It's like one big loop here. It's a big loop, just keeps going around. So you can just cut it here, and now you've got a huge long strip of material. This would be great for a boho journal or a steampunk journal or anything. I just love this material. I love the little shimmer in it. Y'all know I have to have my shimmer, so got that one. Let's see what else. Got this one. This was a scarf. This was not an infinity scarf, but this was like a pashmina, or not pashmina, but a scarf. It's got the tassels on the end, which I love because I use these for my gypsy journals and boho journals and prayer books and things like that. But I love these colors. And again, it's got the little bling in it. And so for something this long, for that amount of material, it would have cost me a lot more in the store. And then I got this dress. So you just got to kind of look at things differently. You know, don't look at it like a dress. Look at it like, what can I do with this? You know, I mean, look at this gorgeous, lacy, blingy material. And I'm just going to cut this whole thing up. So I call it cannibalizing, you know, my things. Now, another place you can get some really cheap material, actually free, almost free. Well, you know, you paid for it in the first place, but free, is go into your closet. So like the other day, I was looking for a certain type of material and I didn't have it. So I went into my closet and I found a skirt that I barely wear. It's been sitting there forever. So I'm like, well, you know what? I will make more use out of it if I cut it up and use it in my journaling. So I took that skirt out of my closet for free. And I mean, I originally paid for the skirt, but you know, it's going to better use now because I am using the material versus it's just sitting in my closet. You can raid your closet, your kid's closet, your husband's closet, you know, do that. Have a clothing exchange with your friends. Go out to garage sales. Go to your local thrift store. Look at this jacket. This is a jacket that I got for 50 cents. So it's a black jacket. Here's the, you know, front. But look at the gorgeous material. And it's got like little holes, like you could see through it a little bit in the holes. Here's the back. Here's the front. It's got little flowers and leaves, and I can do so much with this. And so I got so excited when I saw this. It's like, oh my goodness. Here was a dress that I already cut up, or I pulled apart this part. And I loved this material, and this was the skirt to it. So I chopped the skirt off. Look at that. Look at that material. I love the colors. So anytime you see something, maybe when you're out shopping, and it's a good deal, you know, like 25, 50 cents, you know, whatever. If you can find something really cheap. At garage sales, that's the best place to find things. Or if your local thrift store has like a 50-cent day or a 25-cent day. Look, and if you see something, you're like, oh, I love that material, but it doesn't fit you. Okay, well, don't buy it for yourself then. Just buy it like to wear. Don't buy it to wear, but buy it for the material and then cut it up. And look at this one. This was an extra large shirt. So I always try to find even bigger items so you get more material. And it's got layers on it. It's got layer upon layer upon layer of this material. And again, I love this material because it's got that little pattern on it. And then it's got, of course, it's got the bling. I used one kind of like this. It was a different color, but one like this. I found a shirt like this previously with purples and maroons in it that I used a ton of in one of my junk journals. So I will definitely use this. This would probably look really cool in like a water journal or a mermaid journal or, you know, seaside journal or something with blue journal. And then look at this gorgeous material. This was, I think, a table runner. And look at that. 50 cents, y'all, for all of this. I could do so much with this. And then I found this one, which was, and then on top of that, I had the bonus of having this trim on it. This was another, I think, table runner. So go look at table runners, look at scarves, look at bed sheets. Some of the bed sheets are really cool looking, or quilts, or just different things like that. Dresses, jackets, blankets, what have you. Here was another scarf, or a pashmina, just a scarf with the tassels at the end. I love that. And I love these colors. Again, look at that. All this was 50 cents each. And then here was this was a skirt, a long skirt. So here, there's the top of the skirt, a long skirt, which I love finding the like really long skirts because then you get all that material. And again, look at that gorgeous material. I love the feel of it. It's got like a raised, I love texture and I love the feel of things. So if you find something like that, pick it up. You can always find a use for it. These were pants. Let's see. Yep, these are pants that I cut down the side here. And it's got this black velvet. Oh my gosh, I love the feel. It's got black velvet on top of this cream material. And to buy something like this in the store, yardage of this would have cost me a lot more than 50 cents. And I got the whole thing for it. And then y'all look, of course, Lovely Lavender Wishes. I love lavender. These were table runners, I think. Table runners or maybe drapery or something. So check out the drapery area. I always go to those areas first. The drapery areas, the blanket areas. And look at this. You got the shimmer, of course. It's a lavender color, and then you got these little pretty little flower patterns in these. So all of these things you can use in your Bible journaling, in your junk journaling, for projects around the house, what have you. But kind of like think outside of the box. I'm always trying to think outside of the box and figure out how can I get things for a better price or what can I use around my house. And, a lot of times you have things just sitting around that you're not even using that you can cut up and use for something totally different and get use out of it. So maybe you might want to have a clothing exchange with your girlfriends one of these days. You might want to have who can bring, the best type of material or the shiniest material or whatever, have a contest or something. I don't know, make it fun. But, check out your local thrift stores. Check out garage sales. Don't look at it as clothing anymore. Look at it as future, project ideas. And you can just cut apart all the clothing. So whenever I'm out garage selling, if I see a gorgeous dress, wedding dresses, y'all, a lot of times I will be garage selling and I'll see a $10 wedding dress. People just want to get rid of their dress. Do you know how much material you can get off of a wedding dress? All that lace and beading, just that alone is worth it. Even if you want to pay, $25, $50 for a wedding dress and may have some stains on it or something like that, but you can just cut those out. But look at it as not a wedding dress, but as, a future project. It could be really pretty bows for your Bible. It could be great trim for the side. It could be things for your junk journaling or other projects you might have around the house. So anyways, that's just my little 2 cents today and some tips on how you can get some really, really good deals on material. I think I spent, I didn't count all this and I forgot how much I spent on all of it, but each piece was 50 cents. So I think it was under $10 for all of this material. So that's a pretty good deal. This material will last me a very, very long time. And I'll have so much fun with it. I'll have multiple projects coming out of this stuff. So anyways, thanks y'all. I hope you have a very blessed day. Have fun hunting and always, look at things out of the box way. Figure out ways that you can use things that maybe weren't intended for those uses, but you could figure out a new use for that. Right now, I'm trying to figure out some new uses I have some tin pans from some pies. So I have the leftover tin pans and I'm thinking I'm gonna do some embossing with those or maybe cut them out in certain ways or whatever. So yeah, look around your house. You've got so many things that you could do special little projects with. It's so fun. That's why it's called junk journaling. And even our Bible journal, I use a lot of fabric in my Bible journal. And I think a lot of people do and they don't realize it. So enjoy. I will talk to y'all later. Have a very blessed day. Bye-bye.